Chicago Police Department engages in a pattern or practice of use of excessive force.
A scathing report on the Chicago Police Department. A months-long federal investigation finds police who go beyond their bounds and who target minorities.
There is no room for bigotry, hatred, or racism.
Now a promise from the man at the head of the police force.
We need to do better. And you have my promise and commitment that we will do better.
In a first for Chicago, the feds step in to clean up deep problems within the Chicago Police Department. Good afternoon, I'm Rob Johnson.
And I'm Erica Sargent. The report, 161 pages long. It found, among other things, deficient training, a lack of accountability of officers, and a police union that impedes investigating police misconduct. We begin our team coverage with CBS 2 investigator Dave Savini, who has been poring over these documents.
From discharging weapons into moving vehicles to shooting unarmed civilians on foot, the feds found Chicago police repeatedly violated policy and engaged in the unnecessary use of deadly or excessive force over and over.
The problems that we discovered are long-standing. These festering problems have impacted and even come to define CPD's culture.
The 13-month-long Department of Justice probe uncovered a detailed pattern of abuse by Chicago police to civilians and exposed a lack of accountability. The DOJ report states the city received over 30,000 complaints of police misconduct during the 5 years preceding our investigation, but fewer than 2% were sustained, resulting in no discipline in 98% of these complaints.
When officers engage in misconduct, do bad things, and there's no accountability, that hurts us all.
In the Laquan McDonald fatal shooting, it was revealed today that Officer Jason Van Dyke was on the street despite being involved in 2 other prior shootings in the same calendar year. In fact, the feds reviewed over 170 IPRA files related to officer-involved shootings, but the probe found the city was not able to accurately identify how many people were shot by CPD officers. The report states the list of shootings the city turned over was inaccurate and incomplete.
We found that Chicago's accountability systems are broken. Many complaints that should be investigated are not.
And when it comes to dealing with the mentally ill, DOJ says officers used force against people in crisis who needed help. Last year, the city paid out $5 million in a wrongful death case after an unarmed and mentally ill Philip Coleman was tasered 16 times.
This conduct doesn't only harm residents, it endangers officers. It results in avoidable deaths and injuries and trauma. And it erodes police community trust.
The DOJ found a widespread lack of proper excessive force and taser training, stating CPD's policy permits the use of tasers in situations where it is unreasonable. In one incident, officers hit a 16-year-old girl with a baton and then tasered her after she was asked to leave the school for having a cell phone.
These are serious problems, and they bear serious consequences for all Chicagoans.
In fact, the excessive force training video being used at the academy was 35 years old, made prior to key changes in Supreme Court standards. The report also takes the police union to task, calling the Fraternal Order of Police an impediment to investigating wrongful police shootings. Rob and Erica, this is a shocking document.
Yeah, and there's a lot there, too.
Certainly is.
All right,
Thank you, Dave.